Unsolved.
Episode 179, Jonbenet Case, Like a Good Neighbor 2. First, I wanted to say this is how innocent people get accused, arrested, and possibly convicted. So this is just all speculation, and you'll see more what I'm talking about in this video. So in the last video, I had identified all these neighbors of John and Patsy Ramsey, and I was looking into them, and in my videos I do a lot more looking into them than makes it on the video, into the video. So as I was thinking about this, I was looking, and the police asked some of the neighbors that are on 14th Street that share that back alley, and that got me to thinking they are much more likely to be a suspect. So I've moved on from 15th Street, and now I'm looking at 14th Street, and you can see the back alley, the people that live back there. Some houses kind of stand out as a possibility. Okay, so what we have is the house number up top and then the last name of the person that lived there. So we have 1403 Baseline, and then 718 Minor, 728 Stanley, 738 Colby, 750 Mason Pierre, 756 Dillon, 764 Smith, 776 Christhiff, and 792 Hullet. So how about on Christmas night around 5 o'clock when the Ramseys leave and there's not a lot of traffic out, they take off and they go down this alley to the White's house for Christmas dinner and leave this way. And one of these houses, like this one or maybe this one, can see them go out and leave. Say it's getting dark at that time. And then when the Ramseys return, they would shine their light down this way. And so any of the neighbors down here, the Colby, Stanley, could see. So the focus, I looked at all these names, and we're going to focus on Colby and this one and Hullet. And it was Christmas, so we should consider a brother or a son that might have been staying with one of these neighbors that night. Stephen McKay Colby met his wife in Boulder, and they got married in June 1979. They lived on 14th Street, and they shared that alleyway behind their houses. And he had 3 children: Jordan, who was 16, Kai, who was 13, and Eben, who was 10, which was around Burke's age. Stephen had 2 younger brothers and 2 sisters, and his one brother was Peter, who was 47, and his other brother David, who was about 44. So what I do is I look at on the internet, do searches for my suspect. And so when you look here, I'm looking for arrests or something suspicious. And when I look at Steven, there's nothing suspicious. If anything, he seems like a good guy. Can't see anything that sticks out. And I also look at any personal thing that might be there, like a writing. And that way I can look at I got a pretty good idea what the ransom note looks like in the writing style. So if I see something like that, I'll just look at it and see if there's anything that looks suspicious. There was something on here I was going to click. Then I check places like this, newspapers.com and newspaperarchive.com. And so I put the name in here. This is how you do this one. And normally I'll say Boulder. And then the year. And then, but the problem with these sites are, they don't have all the newspapers. They only have a select amount of newspapers. Normally the ones that kind of went out of business or something. So it doesn't give you a great deal of information unless you hit something. Another thing that I gotta watch out for is when I'm doing my searches, sometimes you come up with the person, you go, oh wow, arrests, and that's the guy, and then you realize that's not the person that you're looking for. It's a different Stephen Colby. So that's where I use Ancestry.com. I go on there, and then you can find their birth date and where they lived, and then you got a good idea if it's this person, and then look at the newspapers in that area so you don't get thrown off. And that's why it's very discouraging when somebody has a last name like Smith, or one time I was looking up John Johnson. There's hundreds of, so that takes care, in my opinion, of Stephen Colby and his family on 738 14th Street. So now I'm going to move over to 776. Okay, I got my mic plugged in and I'm on Ancestry.com, and we're going to look up 776 14th Street, and that's the person there, Anne. That's what I'll call her, Anne, from now on. And so here, look at this. It says, it's giving it away. It says seen today, because I did see it today. And there's the address. Okay, and then this is how I found out a lot of them. The view neighbors. Okay, and then go back. And then here's what I'm talking about. So I think this is the person here. January 18, 1953. So once I establish that's the right person by that age, then I can go and do all the things that I said, do the internet searches and the newspaper search, where they lived, and I got the right person. Okay, so take 2. So let's look this up. And Facebook, where they give all your personal information to everybody. And that might be her right there. So again, I don't know if this is the Anne from Boulder, but it could be. And I'm not a member of Facebook, so I can't look much more than that. Okay, and then here, landscape. Doesn't tell me much there. Anne, and see if she has any newspaper stories written about her. So I keep using the year 1996, so that's when Jonbenet was murdered, and then plus or minus 10 years will give us 86 through 2006. Two records. Oh, and so we look here and it looks like this is the wrong person or something. And it does that too. It has Anne and then her last name. And so this isn't the right. Okay, I'm going to try to pick up the pace here. So Russell, pull it. Okay. And again, I've looked at this guy before. There he is, maybe. Is this him? I don't know. Okay, so May 1961. See there, May 1961. And it's just one T at the end. And does it have that address? There it is, the address, 792 from 91 to 2009. So let's move on to internet searches and newspapers. Okay, so Russell or Russ Hollett from Boulder, Colorado. And this is him, 1961. Okay, Diane. And okay, I'm speeding things up, so that's him. Okay, voter records. That's him. Trying to speed it up. Alright, I wish I could speed it up when I'm doing it for real. This one's definitely him, my life. Stephen Whitehead. Dennis Wellman. Okay, so I didn't find anything on these three individuals, and I'll keep looking at the other neighbors. And this just goes to show you that generally no one in your neighborhood breaks into your house, writes a phony ransom note, and kills one of your kids. That's pretty unlikely. Well, this ends this episode of Unsolved, and the next episode will be tomorrow night, Saturday night, on the Zodiac Killer. So, I'll see you then. Bye.